This is Marco Polo. He sparked the age of exploration and traveled along the Silk Road. Here we see the famous explorer at 17 years of age. He had just received a letter from Pope Gregory X giving him permission to go on his voyage. Now he's departing for his first trip to Asia. He'll first travel over the Mediterranean and Black Seas, followed by passing through the land of the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. He'll then go down to the flourishing seaport at the mouth of the Persian Gulf, called the seaport of Ormuz. In 1275 AD, he'll eventually reach Chengdu, which is in Inner Mongolia, after facing hunger, thirst, times of sickness, dangerous wild animals, and bandits trying to hurt them on their voyage. As Marco Polo is on his travels, he sees another. Little does he know that that man is a merchant who works for the Emperor Kublai Khan and will educate Marco Polo on the riches of the East.
Another human being, could it be? Land is so beautiful. Where are we, might I ask?
We're in the great land of China. Where are you coming from?
I'm coming from Europe. I was originally born in Italy, and I just received word from the Pope that I can go on this voyage. What's in your pack?
I'm a merchant, carrying valuables for trade. The objects in my pack are of great importance to us here in China, and our main source of wealth.
Awesome. Can I see what's in there?
This is silk. Silk production started when we learned how to manipulate and cultivate the production of silk thread from silkworms.
Oh. May I feel?
It is so soft. When the Roman Empire was at its height, you Europeans loved this and paid very high prices for it.
Oh, wow. What else is in your pack?
Well, these are spices. Very rare in Europe. They can be used to make your food more interesting and tasteful, as well as used as preservatives.
Awesome. What else? Can I bring these back home?
Of course. These are citrus fruits, also very rare in Europe. They are quite abundant here in China, so we make a pretty penny when we trade with you Europeans for high prices.
I also see these beautiful things hanging around your neck. What are they?
These are gems and jewels. They are used to display our wealth. We also have porcelain, which is prized for its beauty and durability. This is given to me as a present.
This is so beautiful and detailed. You Chinese really have some beautiful exports. You know, I'd really love to learn more about your society, culture, and advancements. Could you bring me to the nearest city and introduce me to your ruler? I'd love to stay here and observe and eventually show what you guys have done to the rest of the world.
Of course, follow me.
After spending a large amount of time in China, I feel I am now well educated on their achievements and goods. I've taken close observations of the extensive roads here, making trade and communication easier, as well as the class systems of the society. Specifically, the 4 classes of people by descending order are Mongolians, Simus, Han, and the people of the Song dynasty. The Chinese also made incredible amounts of iron. A canal-based system links China's cities and markets, in which paper money is used. Citizens can purchase paperback books with paper money, eat rice from fine porcelain bowls, wear silk garments, and live in prosperous cities that no European town could ever match. I fall in love with this part of the world.
When Marco Polo was in jail, he passed time by recounting his tales from his time in Asia to his cellmate, who ended up writing a book on his travels. The book was called The Travels of Marco Polo, which actually brought him fame. It was his account on the wealth of China and the might of the Mongol Empire. This book became one of the most popular books in medieval Europe, as well as the most influential travelogue. It also highlighted the limitations of European knowledge. Europeans knew that Asians existed, but nothing about their amazing achievements. While the Asians prospered, people in Europe had forgotten most of what they had learned from Roman and Han interaction.
The Collection of the World, The Travels of Marco Polo.
Marco Polo also influenced many others to explore the rest of the world, including Christopher Columbus. In fact, Christopher Columbus used many of Marco Polo's maps in his expeditions. Without Marco Polo, Europeans might have never learned and taken the achievements of the Chinese. The Silk Road that Marco Polo explored is still in existence today. New cities such as Lanzhou, Horgos, and Tiraspol are developing along the road, with growing economies and becoming transport hubs between markets. Therefore, Marco Polo not only influenced the people in his time, but his observations are still affecting the people in the developing cities today.
What you gonna do with all that junk inside your trunk? I'ma get you drunk, get you love drunk.
They can be used to make your
my lovely lady. Check it out. I drive these fuckers crazy. I